myself more appealing to my husband. He said, well, why don't you dye it? She said, well, what color? Come on, Poop Adoo. Poop Adoo. Come on, Poop Adoo. What time Poop Adoo? Gonna love you. A friend of mine and his girlfriend were in Los Angeles. And they parked on top of this big hill and they had the urge. So they crawled underneath the car. They were going through it pretty hot and heavy. Guys tapped my buddy on the foot and he said, hey, what are you doing under there? My buddy said, we're adjusting the clutch. The guy said, you should have fixed the brakes first. Your car rolled down the hill about a half hour ago. Yeah. Come on, Poop Adoo. Love you one time, Poop Adoo. depending as they were driving. Guy got all excited and wrecked on a curve. State patrolman run up to my buddy and he said, "Man, are you lucky? You had your seatbelt fastened, your girl didn't. She's laying about 300 yards down the road." My buddy looked at the state patrolman and he said, "You think I'm lucky?" He said, "You see what she had in her hand? Come on in, Poop Adoo. Yeah, Poop Adoo. Come on in, Poop Adoo. Love you one time, Poop Adoo. Gonna love you in the morning, love you all the night. Farmer come home one night, found his wife in bed with a lover. The farmer ran over and knocked the lover out, carried him out into the barn, and clamped him in a vise and took the handle off. So the lover wakes up and he looks down and he sees himself clamped in this vise. And he looks over and there's the farmer sharpening a butcher knife on the stone. So the farmer comes walking towards the lover and the lover says, "You're not going to cut it off, are you?" The farmer hands him the knife and he says, "No, you are. I'm going to set the barn on fire." Come on in, Poop Adoo. Yeah, Poop Adoo. Have you been down to Poop Adoo? Yeah, yeah. Gonna love you, young lady's taking a shower. The doorbell rings. She runs out of the shower. She runs up to the door. She said, "Who is it?" From behind the door, the man said, "It's the blind man." So she figures, well, what the heck, if it's a blind man, I'll just go ahead and open the door. So she whips the door open, and there stands this guy, his eyes as big as $50, got a big grin on his face. She said, "Well, you can see." He says, "Yeah, where do you want these blinds?" Come on in, Poop Adoo. Come on, yeah, yeah. Love you one time, Poop Adoo.
plum. Oh, sugar, sugar plum. Oh, sugar, sugar plum. Sweet as they come. Oh, yeah.
Little Jack Corner, he sat in the corner, munching on that cherry pie. He stuck in his thumb and he pulled out a plum. Said, what a good boy am I. Oh, give me some. Oh, give me some. Oh, give me some cherry, cherry pie. Oh, yeah. Give me some. Oh, give me some. Oh, give me some cherry, cherry pie. Oh,
been out there on the range too long. Ain't nothing out there. Ain't nothing out there but a bunch of ugly old steers. Not even a cute little cow, nothing. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas on a big white horse. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas on a big white horse. People look
got a woman way over town. She's good to me. Yeah, yeah. Well, love my baby. Yeah, I'm a man. Come on, pretty baby. I'm your loving man. I got a woman. Yeah, we're all the way over. She's good to me. Yeah, yeah. Way over there. She's good to me. Yeah, yeah. I got a woman